coronavirus when they're in a healthcare facility. So we've asked for all of the healthcare institutions across America to double down on infection control practices.
Okay, but in terms of actual equipment, we heard Bernie Sanders today, for one, coming out and saying that there's a major shortage of ICU units. We've heard that there's a shortage of ventilators, even swabs and equipment for the actual tests. What's being done about that, and how concerned are you that when these numbers do start to rise, which Dr. Fauci has told us to expect, that there'll be enough ICU units, enough ventilators to help the people who do get sick in this country?
Well, that's why we have an emergency prepared system. You know, we're used to dealing with disasters. If we look at some of the disasters that have happened around hurricanes in Puerto Rico and Florida, there is a system in place to make sure that folks that are on the front lines have the equipment and the supplies that they need.
So are you saying that we do have enough?
One of the things that we're doing at CMS is to have rapid dialogue with healthcare providers. So we're meeting with providers almost on a daily basis to understand what challenges are they facing and what can we do at the government level to support them and help them. And that's why we've been putting out so much guidance. It's based on these dialogues that we've been having with the healthcare community about the needs that they have.
Yeah, I understand
the other thing that we've really focused on is telehealth,
will there be
and making
enough
sure that people understand, hey, before you go into your doctor's office, you can call your doctor on the phone and have a discussion with them. And they can tell you whether you need to come in or not. And that's really important because we don't want to have people have to travel unnecessarily if they're not feeling well.
No, absolutely.
And if they come into a healthcare facility, they could also be putting others at risk. And so we're encouraging people to call their doctor in advance.
Yes,
and we're making sure that providers can use telehealth and telemedicine to serve their patients.
We've made that point here quite a bit, and I think it's a very important point to make. But before I let you go, I want to ask you one more time. Are there going to be people in this country who don't get a ventilator if they need one? Are you concerned that the actual physical equipment that is needed to serve the people who will get sick is out there? Can you reassure everyone tonight that there is not a shortage of ventilators or ICU units?
And that's why the president has taken such a bold and decisive action, right? We're not waiting for this to get worse. We're not waiting for this to be a crisis in our healthcare systems. And that's why the mitigation strategies that he announced last night, limiting travel from Europe, not allowing that. You know, we've given travel advisories on cruise ships.